Alex, we were having a little back and forth. You were saying that I need to find a woman in the church. Is that correct?
So I'm saying that the standards that you're looking for, like this idea.
To just not pay on a first date?
No,
there's
church
plenty
girls
the whole
are
thing of like,
freaky
I don't
too.
want a girl that's like sleeping with a bunch of different dudes and all this different. I'm saying like the standards that you're wanting, like this loyal woman, blah blah blah, blah, you know, all of that. I think
blah, blah, blah.
you would find just the list of things.
It's
that
not
you
a,
want.
it's really not a huge
without
list.
it being a liberal,
I'm just saying
because otherwise
right,
it is going to be
and
a
not being
liberal,
not being a
agree.
lib and all that kind of stuff. I'm
Or
just
just
saying,
like a woman, she could be apolitical, she could be moderate.
Okay, fine. But I'm saying that that type of woman likely is going to be found in a church. And I'm saying, so the ideal woman that you're looking for with all these characteristics, she's probably wanting marriage. It's like you're looking for a unicorn, this woman that's like super loyal, doesn't do this, but doesn't want to get married.
I disagree. I think there's plenty of...
Maybe in the tech space. But like, I feel like the type of woman you're describing could maybe be found.
But do you
in tech.
think I'm like...
How many first dates do you go on?
What do you
None.
mean?
Yeah, how many dates do you like? How many first dates do you go on? What's the ratio? Like,
What's the ratio?
like how many in a month?
Pretty much
how
ever.
many do you
Okay,
go
so
on?
ever since I started the podcast, because I've been super busy with work, so I started the podcast like about a year ago. I really haven't been dating. I went on a couple dates here and there. Previously, when I'm single, I'd maybe do 2 or 3 dates a month. Maybe.
Do any of them like have a problem when you say you're not gonna pay?
When I'm not going to pay?
Yeah, like do you ever get backlash for that, or they're all just really cool with it?
Most of them are fine with it. Yeah.
Have you ever thought about looking for a girl in church?
No, I'm not waiting till marriage. So like, if she's super strict when it comes to the church stuff, then not for me.
See, this is what I'm saying.
But I think the
also, like,
girl
no,
that you guys
I'm
know,
not
the red pill,
asking
I just
that
feel like
much.
besides the
I'm
marriage,
really not asking that
besides
much.
the marriage
I just don't
part-
want a chick that's a hoe.
Yes,
I'm
right.
not
Red
asking
pill,
that much.
Red
Be
pill
a
guys.
hoe.
The red pill guys want a traditional woman, but they do not want to step up and be a traditional man themselves.
Who
In the
wants to wait
beginning.
until marriage to have sex? That's the most important part of it. Well, not the most important part of a relationship. It's very important to get. You got to get your rocks off.
No, you
gotta,
don't.
It's like buying a car. You can't just buy it sight unseen. You got to take it for a test
When you
drive.
learn to ride a bike, did you have to learn on a whole bunch of different bikes, or did you learn on one bike?
I started with training wheels.
Okay, but the same bike.
Yeah, but I took the training wheels off.
And if you're waiting till you're married to have sex, it's probably going to be not as great
It's
at
going to
first.
be
but-
terrible. It's going to be awful. Your wedding night's going to suck dicks. Hymens will be broken and hearts will also be broken. Now, I need to go.
Yeah. Time for the video or not? It's cool. Hey, dude, thank you for coming, man. Appreciate it.
Nice
Yo,
Absolute pleasure. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
guys, go sub to his channel. He's got a kid. He's got to go take off. Isaac,
I apologize.
all good, man. Hey, thank you for coming. Okay, so actually, can we we can take this. Can someone put the mic just on the ground, maybe by his?
It's number 3, Nick.
Yeah, we have a little more space here. Yeah, that's fine. I see. Here's the thing when it comes to tradition, and maybe this is, I don't know, the OnlyFans thing. That's okay. I don't think you like when it comes to being traditional or wanting a bit more traditional. I don't think it has to be all or nothing, and it quite clearly isn't all or nothing because we can make the argument.
But then why is everyone saying I'm not traditional?
Zip it,
What's
zip
wrong
it,
with
whoosh, zip it good, Christy. Zip it good. Okay, so how many women who like? You can make the argument that in order for a woman to be traditional, she needs to be a virgin, right? You can make that argument.
Mm-hmm.
But like, are you a virgin?
No.
Are we gonna sit here like? But you're still a traditional woman, right?
Yes.
But you're not a virgin. So, and in the same way, like I don't know if I even really consider myself all that traditional. But is a guy not paying for the first date, is that like the epitome of being non-traditional?
No, but I think it sets the standard
To pay for a girl that's f***ing another guy? I'm not prepared
She
to
might
do that.
not be.
I'm not
Yeah,
prepared.
she's going on
But
first
she
dates
could be.
doesn't-
Yeah, it's
She
a
could
preventative
be.
measure.
But like, I
Ryan,
mean,
you said you
when
had
I
2
go
to
on
3
first
dates a
dates,
month
it's not
whenever you were dating. So then before you said you don't want to date a girl who has other dates lined up. So did you line up each of those dates after you stopped dating one girl?
I mean, I would typically like the way it depends, but I would typically pursue one girl at a time. But like, again, there's degrees to it, you know? There's degrees.
Yeah.
There's degrees.
But that's why I'm saying sleeping with multiple other people are different than having multiple dates lined up. Like, that is sort of just like a practical thing that happens when you're using dating apps.
You can scoot over this way a little bit if you want. Wait, okay.
Just because she's going on first dates doesn't mean she's like having sex with anyone at all.
Right, but again, there's degrees to it.
But
so
if
like,
you're going on like, probably by the time you went on like 6-7 dates, you're probably not going on first dates with other people, or at least I wouldn't be, unless it's the rhythm slowed down and you're like, you know, this guy's clearly not serious and it's not gonna get anywhere. So then you start going on first dates again.
Q, do you pay for first dates?
Yeah.
See?
and I don't think that's wrong. Like, I think
I was just wondering.
I think
But it's not, I don't think about it in the sense that
Yeah.
he's thinking about it. And then most of the time, like, women have even paid for my first dates.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's more so, it doesn't really matter to me because I'm really good at discerning what type of woman I'm dealing with. So I'm confident in that. So if I know I'm dealing with a woman who's a thought, I don't even take her on a date. Like, I won't take a thought on a date.
Can I ask you a question though? Have you ever dated a woman who, on the surface, she seemed innocent, seemed unassuming, she seemed a certain way, but in actuality, she moved very differently? Have you ever encountered a woman like that?
Probably early on in like 21, but not since like just learning psychology and just dealing with women. I'm just really good at discerning which women are which women.
Sure.
So it's easier for me to tell.
Yeah. And look, again, to the men watching, if you want to min-max your success when it comes to dating, you should pay for the first date. However, for me, it's just like, plus I kind of like it when a girl simps. You know what I'm saying?
I just
Like-
think you're prohibiting like a lot
No.
of good girls that could have come into your life because you're going in with that mentality.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying you're like exactly the red flag that you're telling men to avoid in women.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you are the girl version of what you're allegedly trying to avoid.
I
Why don't you
completely
get a girl
agree.
and change her, you know?
But I don't see what is wrong with wanting a woman to equally contribute to the start of a relationship.
Nothing, but I think it is tradition for a guy to want to pursue the woman, and I think that first date, why not the second date?
Oh, I'll
and she offers
pursue.
to pay. I think second date,
Although it's
fine.
nice if she pursues
I
you,
just
I'm
think
saying.
first, just like with taking a guy's last name and all that kind of stuff, I think it is a good thing. It's a good act of faith for the guy to pay first date, and then yes, second date
Yeah.
she can offer to pay. Let's go for ice cream or whatever. Like, she offers. Third date, maybe she cooks for him or whatever. But then
But
you
there's
can go
there's
back
no
and forth.
guarantee of a second date.
How
I know,
many,
but
how many
it
of the
may-
women?
I think it
how
makes
many of the
more
women?
sense.
You'll know before
How
the
m-
date is over if you want to.
How many of the
Yeah.
women
Date
that
them
you
again, like go on another
went on
date.
first dates with? How many of them actually wanted a second date?
How many of the first dates I
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you
That's
laugh.
a really good question.
I would say like first dates. I think it was like 50%. I think
Okay.
50%.
And how did you guys proceed after?
What do you mean?
Like, did she pay for the second date? Did you pay for the second date?
Well, see, I wasn't really paying for the first date ever. Really, I've paid occasionally on first dates.
No. Once
There's-
you went on the second date, so you didn't pay on the first date. The women who wanted a second date were fine with that. I'm assuming they were okay with that.
Yeah.
So you went on the
Yes.
second date. So what happened the second date?
Well, okay. Second date. I mean, she's coming to my place. You know what I mean? You know what?
So,
Oh God, I'm so.
no, what's your body count? What's your body count?
Oh, I'm a man of God. I don't reveal that.
Well, if she's coming to your place the second date.
What do you mean? I'm not waiting until marriage.
I know, but
There's
wait,
nothing-
did you ever answer what your body count was yesterday?
No, I'm a man of God. I don't share that.
Yeah, but she's coming to your place the second date.
Yeah, why
Sounds
not?
Like a little bit like.
What you've
Sounds
never
like you're doing the dirty.
never say never.
I think your ratio is way higher than mine.
My ratio.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't go to guys'
God,
houses
here's
on
a-
second dates. To,
Do you
Okay.
think that you have the highest body count at this table? Just be honest. Just like you don't have to say the number, but just do you think yours is the
I
highest?
don't know, Q.
question
What's
I've
your
heard
body
all
count?
night.
Q. What's your body count? Triple digits?
No, but we
No, I'm
agree
not
that the
even sure,
ratio
honestly.
is the same. I think you do get like probably
Yo, the ratio is
a lot of
bullshit, though.
opportunities
The
in it.
ratio
No, it's
is
not.
bullshit.
It's not.
It is bullshit.
Sorry, Brian. I have to go.
No, Kelly, you're breaking my heart.
I have school.
Breaking my
She got
heart.
class. Can't
Okay.
agree with that.
Tomorrow
Wait.
too, by the
At
way.
8 in the morning.
You could stay for another hour.
Hours?
No
She
big.
doesn't
It
want
takes me
to.
2 hours.
No
to get
big
home.
deal. It's no big deal. But it's 9 a.m. 9 p.m. Sorry.
I know, and then that means I have school and like.
It's all good. If you
12
no, if
hours.
you gotta take off, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, I'll see you guys.
Bye.
All right.
Bye. It was nice to meet you.
Another one
Bites
bites
the
the dust.